My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Intrepid helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
We're on to race number 5, which is the start of jackpot number 2, 1200 meters. The trip 14:45 is the off time. This is a merit-rated 72 handicap where Preemptive Strike is your 5-2 favorite. Final Destiny 11-2 into 9-2. It is Son of Silk 6-1 into 5-1. 5-1 about Intrepid. 6-1 about Oshakati. It's then 10-1 into 8 about Give Me a Rainbow. 14-1. And Better Barlow. So a couple of horses attracting support in this race, but these we're touching off here. This is the kind of race where we can narrow our selections down. And horse number 1, Final Destiny, despite being slightly under sufferance and despite going up 3 points for his last start, his form has been frank with Porfirio coming through to win once again, and he's got the best of the draws, and he goes over a distance that he hasn't really shown his best form over. But if the race works out for him, he could certainly be right there.
Yeah, and you can add Brave Voyager to that. That was a gutsy winner for Dennis Bosch. Now, you have to like the fact that this horse will give you a good run if he can repeat his last start. I'm not concerned about the drop in distance for him. I know that he seems better over slightly further, number 1, Final Destiny. But the fact is, his form line is looking good. What about a horse like Intrepid? Hasn't won for 55 days, but there's no horse in this field that has achieved a rating at their best like he has, but he is proving costly to follow. If you've gone for him in the past, you're having to wait for a long time. But it looks like the right type of field.
It does look to be the right type of race for this horse Intrepid, especially from a good draw. His last 2 starts, well, obviously at Scottsville run, maybe there can be a bias at sometimes, and then last time out 10 out of 13 draw on the turf track, didn't really put his best foot forward despite going past beaten horses at the finish. I think he's got to be competitive here. I think with Intrepid it's sort of like now or never with this horse, because he's dropped so much in the ratings that he's got to start showing something, and he has shown signs that he's coming back to his best, but he's never been the type to follow up on that performance, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does go, but he has to go into all Besties.
Yeah, he has to. At around 9-2, you can see that they've got him tight there at the top of the betting boards, but the horse that is on top of the betting boards is number 5, Preemptive Strike, at 5-2 at the time of recording. Here's a solid, hard-knocking individual that you're certain to get a run for your money. He's an obvious choice. I mean, this is the ideal roving banker in your quartet, isn't he?
Most definitely. And Black White Dynamite came out to run a cracking third against far stronger than this year. And you see 4 lengths, but what we must realize is Black White Dynamite absolutely trotted home on that occasion. And that run is better than what it does appear in black and white. So he'll definitely go close. And obviously number 7, Give Me a Rainbow, course and distance specialist. Ratings dropped, back on the poly track, right type of race for him to be effective.
Yeah, he's not a 10-1 shot. Guys, 10-1 is tremendous value about this horse, regardless of his form at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. As Ryle mentioned, it's clear to see that this is his favorite track, his favorite distance, and now over 73, having dropped some points racing on the turf from a 77, or let's even call it a 78 to a 73, and then that is big help. 6-year-old still enjoying his racing, and this is the value in the race, right? 10-1, I mean, 10-1, I doubt that's going to last unless there's support that comes.
Slight support into 8-1 now.
Yeah, well, there's it, 8-1. Ryle just had a look, 10-1 from last night into the time of recording Tuesday morning. That's 10-1 into 8-1, number 7, Give Me a Rainbow. So the sperm is costing 60 Rand thus far after 2 legs, so it's costly. So we've managed to try and narrow this down. I'm not going to look past those 4 runners that we've spoken about.
I'm happy with that, Dees.
Okay, numbers 1, 4, 5, and 7. Let me jot that down. 1, 4, 5, and 7. And now we're on 240 Rand, and we're coming to the business end of this Pick 6 because we're halfway through after the running of race number 5.
good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together. And to have, companies and corporations like Intrepid and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.